I can tell you as well.
And follow up with you again. Or did law enforcement like 20? No, I don't know if that works.
It said, like, I can't remember what it said, 40 minutes, but I forgot they opened the 4-lane on.
Oh, it's okay. Just grab a seat. Yeah, actually, if you can grab a seat here, that'd be great. So
Okay.
It's easier for me to write.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to really cut to the chase because social media, I started law enforcement like 25 years ago. We didn't have social media, we didn't have Facebook and all that nonsense. And now that we do, every time something happens, everybody's on the internet.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you should look at this, you should look at that.
Right.
Anyway, why your name came up is Ryan Cooper died.
See, and
Okay, so Ryan Cooper died, and one of the first, I don't know, in the first hour, someone said, hey, we heard that Karina was having an affair with Huston. That's why you're here, okay?
yeah.
So, all I got to do is I got to sort out a few things with you about that. I'm going to get you out of here, and then we may have to follow up with you again some other time.
Okay.
But the rumor's out there, so we have to talk to you, right?
Yep.
Is it Huston?
Huston, yep.
And your middle name?
William. William.
And
M. W-I.
how do you spell your last name?
Oh. D-A-N-K-E-R.
Your birthday?
9/11/97.
Your address now?
2798. Highway 8. Traer, 50675.
And I didn't have your phone number. You just give me a
319-330-1616. Yeah, like I said, you just kind of called me at the perfect time. I was going
yeah, I was awesome. And where do you work at now?
Nolan Farms in Van Horn.
Nolan Farms.
Rick Nolan, or whatever, whatever you want to put.
What do you do there?
I'm a farm hand.
Okay.
A little bit of everything. We have excavating and
And that's like full-time?
Yeah. Yep.
Monday through Friday, or depending on seasonal?
It seems like we have so much going, so I mean, it
Right.
seems more 7 days. You know, I have my kids every other weekend, so
I grew up in Belle Plaine, so I'm aware of farm stuff. That's how I'm...
Oh, so you probably know the Nolans then a little bit.
I know a lot of Dankers. I'm like trying to think of...
Yeah, there's a Dave Danker in Belle Plaine.
Oh.
Everybody asks me if I'm related.
I'm quite a bit older than you are, so I don't know. A lot older than you, actually. So,
But yeah, I would just say, fuck. An average would be 6 days a week.
Okay. All right. So, the rumor that's going around is Ryan, or you and Karina were Snapchatting. Did that actually happen at some point?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. When did that happen?
yeah. I mean, if it's once a week, twice, I mean, it's
Is it still going on?
with me and Karina.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like I said, it's random Snapchat shit. I mean,
Okay.
it's maybe.
Is it Karina? Randomly?
Yeah.
And how long has that been going on for?
Oh, shit. I don't know. Probably November, October. Just, yeah, probably October, November time frame.
And you think you said what, once or twice a week?
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything just your typical like I said, Snapchat, random,
Okay, so let's rewind then to how I said I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah.
I have kids. I'm aware of Snapchat. Actually, my daughter is 3 years younger than you. So, what does Snapchat then entail? Is it like almost like texting, something like that?
Just like, oh, you don't have Snapchat?
No.
Oh, just like random picture, like let's say you're sitting on the deck, after a long day of work, take a picture of your beer and long day. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like if I'm let's say you're planting corn, you take a Snapchat, send it to all your buddies because you want to get them worked up that you're planting corn.
Right. So then you used to get your hair cut there, right?
Yep.
Do you still get your hair cut there or no?
Well, I did when I worked at Liquid Grove just because it was convenient. And then now with me working down in Van Horn, I don't have much time to really get my hair cut. Mm-hmm. B, it's not right down the road.
So what I was told, and keep in mind this is sometimes second and third hand through people,
yep,
is that Ryan found out that you were Snapchatting and she then refused to cut your hair. Did anything like that happen? No. I mean, like I said, it was more or less a convenience deal of, Did Ryan never know about you two Snapchatting? Oh, yeah. Okay. Did she say something to you about it? No, I mean, we were all kind of like... Well, keep in mind, okay, yeah. So let me explain things a little bit more. Yeah. So we have her phone, okay? We have Ryan's phone. Yep. And what we are able to do is we basically are able to clone everything off the phone. Gotcha. In order to... So any conversations that she's had with you, even if she deleted it, we can still get it. It's like FBI technology stuff. So right. We'll still be able to get that. We'll be able to get locations. We'll be able to get all that kind of data. I mean, the stuff that we can do now as opposed to what we could do back in the 90s with cell phones, it's like, it's unbelievable, really. Right. So, there's no point in kind of dance. If you were screwing around with her or whatever, it doesn't make you a killer or anything like that, right? Guess what? People have affairs all the time. There's not a perfect marriage out there, at least that I'm aware of, where people don't sometimes do things that they don't regret, whether it's, have an argument that they said something they shouldn't have, or they have an affair, or they, use too many drugs, or drink too much alcohol, or gamble too much. Everybody's got weird shit going on in their lives, right? Okay? Yep. So, I don't want you to get too nervous about it, because if you had an affair with Karina, it doesn't make you guilty of anything other than you had an affair with her. Right. Well, and that I'll put it this way. I'll completely dumb it down. So, like, with me and Karina, the hard thing with all that rumor being spread is I was literally sitting there like I would say a gay best friend. I was having, me and my baby mama split up, okay? Mm-hmm. I was getting my hair cut by Karina, and I have 2 kids, She loves kids, whatever, and she always told me, if you're ever in a pinch, hey, I don't have a problem watching your kids, whatever. And so we were all, everybody was friends, whatever, well then, she watched my kids a couple times when I was in a pinch. Well, then it fucking... how small towns talk, Exactly. Huston's kids are over at Karina's. He's fucking nailing her, And then, And I guess that's probably where Ryan probably got upset. If you kind of... Again, keep in mind, I don't know you. I've known you for, 10 minutes now? Yeah. But you kind of got a reputation where you're pretty successful with the ladies, right? I won. Better luck than some. Or not as bad as others. Years ago. It's bad to say, but I'm young with 2 kids. Right. But, so the 2 kids from 2 different moms, is that? No, same mom. Same mom? Same mom, yeah. But you guys aren't married? No. Nope. Right. And how old are your kids? Hayden, he'll be 2. I suck at doing the whole month deal. Yeah, I get to. He'll be 2 in October, and then Sailor, she'll be 1. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're pretty fucking close together. That's pretty close. Yeah. Yep. All right, so your kids are staying over, or Karina would watch them every now and then. Right? Yeah, I think she watched them a total of 3 times, just because right. I got them on the week or during the week, and then obviously I didn't have a place to go, because I don't have daycare. Mm-hmm. So is it normally then baby's mama that watches them?
Yeah, she's got primary custody. I just got every other week, every other weekend. But see, that was a weird time because none of that was set in stone. So my baby mom at the time would call me fucking randomly and say, "Hey, you got the kids today?" Well,
like I said, relationships are complicated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you kind of met did you meet Karina then just from the hair shop?
Yeah. I've always known Karina. Everybody's always known Karina and Ryan because obviously I grew up in Traer, but that's where, she started cutting my hair and bullshit,
Yeah. They're lifers from Traer too?
Ryan and Karina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually grew up, so I graduated from Belle Plaine. I grew up just north of town in Toledo. From 76 to 86, I lived out there.
Oh.
Yeah. It's changed a little, but not a whole lot since
No.
I lived here.
It's not like Cedar Rapids or Waterloo or something.
No, it's not, but I still feel like it's home here for me. So.
Yep.
So you always knew her. How long were you getting your hair cut there?
I gotta think back. I think it was probably when I started working at Liquid Grow. So, I don't know if it'd be... Throw 2 years out there, year and a half. Yeah.
Okay. And then the Snapchatting, did that kind of coincide with watching the kids, or how did
Yeah,
that?
that's where that picked up was, there for a while, Karina, she was just my, cut my hair, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then, I started having kids, and she, I honestly needed fucking help, is what and I wasn't telling her, I wasn't telling her I needed help, but I was kind of,
Right.
And then she offered, and that's where I would say that's where the chatting started, the friendship,
Mm-hmm. And then you described it as what, you're her gay friend, or how do you describe it?
The best way I could put it is, just a gay best friend,
Yeah, so...
like when everybody around Traer was saying, "Oh, Huston's nailing her," or whatever, I'm sitting there like, "Nope,
Mm-hmm. So, are we gonna? And I don't know. If you drink a lot or she drinks a lot, is there? I think back to college. When we would get a little out of hand, like we'd send like a dick pic to somebody or something. Just is there going to be anything like that between you and Karina, or anything that you like? Well, look, we were friends, but maybe there might be something that the police might think's inappropriate. That we're not finding anything like that. Okay. I actually got because this is a state phone and the numbers always switch. When I first got this phone, I would have I don't know who this number belonged to. I'd get guys from Fort Dodge calling me all trying to sell me stolen stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, let me meet you, and then I'd call the police and let them know where they're going to be. But okay. So what was your day like yesterday then?
Oh, got to work. Typically, yesterday I got to work about 6:45.
Okay.
Mowed hay until, I can't remember what time we got done. About, I would say 6:30, 7 o'clock last night is when I finished up.
Where'd you go after that?
Well, I left Van Horn, and naturally, I needed gas, so I ran into Traer.
Mm-hmm.
Got gas in Traer. And then went home and hung out.
And who was home with you last night?
Just, I live by myself.
Okay. Did you go on about any last night or
After I got gas.
early morning? Yeah.
After I got gas, I just went and looked at a couple farms down by Cloutier. We have a farm down by Cloutier.
What time do you think you went to bed?
Last night? Oh, probably 11:30.
So after
12.
11.
Yeah, I'd say 10:30, 11.
Okay. So we do a thing, it's called a geofence. And what the geofence does, it's a technology thing that I'm not capable of explaining. But say this is... This is Ryan's house and Karina's house.
Yep.
What we do is a geofence, so we'll take the map or whatever and draw like a big box around it. And every phone that travels through that box at a certain time frame gets picked up. And there's this... It's scary if you knew how easily our phones are literally being tracked, whether we want it to or not. So, at any point, say like after midnight, or are we going to find your phone in our box?
No.
No. And then we also are collecting, obviously you've been out there, so it's like a incredibly isolated area. I always call it God's country, right? Because it's great properties out there with all the open space and all that. But what we'll do is we'll go to all the different farms, and there's a lot of farmers get whatever like farm equipment stolen, that sort of thing. So they put cameras up. We're not going to find any of your vehicles or anything on camera from last night, other than where you should be.
Yep.
Okay. Did Karina ever confide in you in anything, like her and Ryan aren't doing so hot, or did she ever complain about anything regarding Ryan? Since you might, if you're the gay friend, sometimes that's who people talk to, right?
See, and it was never like really that, like the gay best friend part pretty much just comes from me and my kids.
Right.
Not anything.
You're the helpless single dad that needs help every now and then.
That's pretty well kind of the way. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Are you seeing someone now, or?
No. My last deal with the girl I had kids with, it fucking kind of burns you.
2 kids and you're not together, so that's not hard.
It's the child support and everything, I don't know.
Makes you paranoid for the next one, huh?
Not paranoid, but just kind of, I don't know. I like doing my own deal, I guess. Or I don't know what the best way to put it is.
Okay. Alright. But, hey, I appreciate you coming down as quickly as you did.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's time for you to go.
Oh, about 4. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Yep.
Any questions for me?
No.
So, it's a long process for us. We had, like I said, we had to collect all the phone data and all that stuff, so.
Yep.
We got several rumors that we got to track down right now.
Yeah.
So you're just one of them.
I get that.
So don't feel too special. So.
Yep.
If you don't have any questions for me, let's get you out of here.
No. Cool. You got my phone number and all that?
Oh, yeah. I'll call you if I need you.
Yep.